Greetings, friends. This week's lectionary includes one of my most favorite, maybe what I consider one of the most profound stories in the Hebrew Scriptures. It comes from 1 Kings chapter 19. It's a story of Elijah hiding out in a cave in despair. He has been challenged by the king and the queen who've threatened to kill him. So he runs away despondent. First in a desert where he is essentially starving himself and God provides food. And then on that food and water he travels across the desert and hides out in a cave. And the question comes from the living presence that, Elijah, what are you doing here? And he laments. I've tried this, I've done this, and there's no one left. I'm all alone. I'm just all alone. And then there is this, Elijah's taken out to the outside of the cave, is sitting on the edge of the mountain, and he looks out over the mountain and he sees a roaring fire and a huge storm, gale force wind that's enough to break the rocks open. He sees all these things, and in all of those things he does not experience the presence of God. And then, depending on the version of Bible you're using, it says a complete silence or sheer silence or complete stillness. And in that moment, Elijah takes his mantle, his coat, and covers his face where he realizes he is in the presence of God. This is a theme I've talked about before, but in this story I think it's so powerful. Elijah has lost everything. He's completely depressed and despondent, and he comes to his hiding place to experience and know the presence of God. And in that moment, he is touched by the presence. Here we are. Maybe our pandemic social distancing worries feel like being in the desert. Feels like being completely alone. And maybe in this struggle that we all are experiencing, we look for answers. And is it in the roaring wind? Is it in all the stuff we see in the newspapers and everything else? Is it in the roaring fire? Is it in some sort of reset everything and start all over, like burn it all down and start fresh? Is all our hope in the vaccine when it comes? Is all our hope in our power and might and what we can do in something personally that we have? Is this where we're going to experience the true presence of God in the midst of this struggle? By trying to conquer it, trying to overwhelm it? No, the place we experience it is when we're still. When we stop the chatter of our ego selves. When we slow down. And in the stillness and in the sheer silence, we realize that we're not alone. The grace in this story comes in many ways, but one of the places that's really powerful is that after Elijah experiences the presence of God, he says the same things. I've been all alone. I'm the only one left. I've worked so hard for you and nothing. And I'm all alone. And now the response from the presence, from the voice of God is, get up and go. I got work for you to do. The despondency, the depression is gone. It's not like the situation has changed. It's not like suddenly feeling the presence of God changes everything around. The pandemic disappears, the virus is gone, and the economy's great and everything's fine. That's not the point. The point is, with the presence of God in our heart, how we view it all changes. And then when we hear the word of God, the voice saying, get up and go and do something, we now have the strength and courage to do it. I love this story because Elijah, with all his faith and might and strength and the wonderful, amazing things he does in the stories as up to that point and afterwards, here we have this mighty spiritual hero collapsing and failing and hiding off in a distant cave. Gives us permission to lament, permission to fall apart, and in our falling apart, to listen, to be still, and know the presence of God. And in that changes how we act in the world. To hear the word, to go out and act. May God bless you and watch over you. May the Spirit fill your heart with love and hope, and may the wisdom of Christ be yours now, always, forever. Amen. Thank you, friends.